Have you ever been forced to stop climbing for a while because of a shoulder injury? Maybe it never happened, but you're still experiencing pain during or after climbing. You may have searched the internet desperately for answers, but got overwhelmed by so much information. If so, then stay tuned, cause in this video, we're gonna see the 5 best tips to get your shoulder feel strong and amazing. If there's something all good climbers have in common, it's those massive upper back muscles that keep their shoulders engaged while they are climbing. It's also very easy to spot beginners that don't have this strength, because they look like that when they are climbing. Well, it's not only that climbing like that is inefficient, it's also that you're reinforcing a bad posture and exposing yourself to a lot of shoulder issues. Many climbers know that you should not climb with forward shoulder, but they're still doing it because guess what? They're not strong enough to do it otherwise. So the first exercise you can add to your climbing routine is band pull apart. Trust me, buy a $10 medium resistant elastic band on Amazon and do this exercise 3 times before each session. You can even do it every day 5 times. You can't really overdo this exercise. Your shoulders will thank you. The next thing you can do is start using more your upper back muscle when you do pull-up. You can do it by retracting your scapula. And if you don't do pull-up, then what are you waiting? Pull-ups are one of the best exercises to get those upper back muscles strong if done properly. If you are not strong enough to do pull-ups with proper form, use an elastic. If pull-ups are getting too easy for you, then you should definitely start working on your one-arm pull-up. So you become so strong that retracting your scapula is gonna be second nature for you. There is a ton of exercise to strengthen your shoulder retraction out there. Variety is king, but don't be overwhelmed by too much information and start doing a couple of those exercises. You're never gonna have the perfect routine, but the most important thing is to pick 2 or 3 of those exercises and to do it on a regular basis.
A rotator cuff? Well, think of your arm as a bone with a ball in its extremity, which is inside a socket. Your rotator cuff is what's keeping the ball inside the socket.
As the name suggests, the rotator cuff is used for rotation of the shoulder, but also for shoulder abduction. Here's some exercise you can do to strengthen those muscles. It's important that you do many different exercises because the rotator cuff is a group of 4 muscles and you're targeting a different one with each of those exercises. You want to keep your shoulders square during those exercises and not compensating with other muscles. The lower traps are the muscles that connect the middle of your back to your scapula. For most climbers, this muscle is very weak because of too much sitting and because they are always compensating with their strong upper back muscles. Weakness in this muscle can lead to round shoulders and scapular dysfunction. Even if you're not sure that this muscle is weak for you, I believe that every climber should strengthen this muscle just to build a solid foundation to build strength on.
Doing Superman is a great way to strengthen your lower traps.
Doing this exercise is also very good to strengthen your lower traps.
But that's my favorite one.
Even if you start with just your own arms, that would be okay. Then gradually build. I like people to do at least 10% of body weight each hand for 10 reps. You're trying to raise till your arms are in line with your body, with your arms at a 45-degree angle to each other, not 90, 45.
This advice might be the most important and I struggle to follow it myself. Even if you have the perfect biomechanic out there, you are not invincible. Overuse injury can still happen. Listen to your body. Don't do a painful movement just to send something. You should always start your session by scanning your body. Do you feel pain somewhere? Is one of your muscles sore? If so, then stretch and massage it. In my beginning, I was so unconscious of my body that I had to return home after 5 minutes of climbing because I realized on the wall that my body was not ready for climbing. Now it never happened because I stretch and massage myself every day. For me it's like body hygiene. It's even more important than brushing my teeth. Don't tell anyone.
We talk a lot about shoulder retraction.
Now we're going to talk about shoulder protraction. Because when you strengthen a movement, you should always strengthen the opposite movement to not create imbalance. Push-ups are a great way to work on your shoulder protraction, and they are never too easy or too hard, as you can make them harder or easier as you wish.
I personally like to use those because it allows me to go deeper in the push-up and to stretch my shoulder in the same time.
Don't be worried to get too much muscle mass, because unless you're trying to send a nasty night B+ outdoor, more muscle mass is more likely to help you climb harder.
Hey, this was the first video of my new channel. More vids are coming, so make sure to subscribe to not miss anything.
Doing Superman is a great way to strengthen your lower